group. So let's get the don'ts out of the way. First of all, don't clog up your newsfeed with useless information or excessive posting. There is nothing that will drive people away from your social networking page faster than that. So really encourage the people in your group to come up with posts that are relevant and interesting. Second, as the leader of a group, do not allow unapproved content to be posted. I mean, a lot of the people you're working with will get into podcasting and they may go and make their own, and you're not responsible for that content. But if they're making a podcast as part of your group, it's really important that you check it just before it goes up to make sure that everything is above board and everything's cool. Finally, as I said before, don't forget to tag your content properly. You don't want to end up being reported or driving away listeners because you didn't specify closely enough that something may have been disturbing or inappropriate. So just don't forget to do that. Now on to the do's. So do choose your outlets carefully, and this is a wonderful opportunity to have a discussion with your group about the advantages and disadvantages of certain types of social media. It's a really great way to sneak in a little bit of a conversation about online safety without being preachy or without, trying to tell them things. Get the information from them, get them to talk. For example, something like Twitter. If you're all about fast news updates, Twitter might be the best place for you. Or if you're all about visual arts, maybe something like Instagram is where you want to have your account. So that's something you can discuss with them, and they'll have lots of ideas for how that can work. Second of all major companies do it. They brand and they have a unified presence across all of their social media outlets. So you guys can have that too. This is also a really, really good chance to get someone who's into art in your group, say, to design a logo for your podcast. And why not have someone who's really good at writing to design or to write the about section that will go on all your social media web pages? A great way to get people involved. 3, disable comments wherever you can. I'm going to say that again. Disable comments wherever you can. The internet can be quite a hostile place, and the last thing you want is a troll or a flamer or whatever tag they give those kinds of people posting needless negative comments on something your group has worked so hard to create. We don't want them to get knocked down when they're just getting started. So I'll say it again, disable comments wherever possible. Number 4, engage creatively. There's nothing more interesting than a page where someone's creating something or always coming up with something new. And this is a great chance and another way for the group to be engaged with their imaginations about how they can use the different types of media to keep their audience involved. Next, just like with the social media pages, this is a great opportunity to discuss netiquette and social responsibility online. Now, we live in an age of digital citizenship, but unfortunately, we've not yet really established what sort of social rules govern this environment. And this is a great chance for them to say what they think about this, especially because one of them will be in the position of, let's say, manager of the Facebook page. They need to have a very clear idea in their head of what is socially appropriate on that page and what is inappropriate so they can moderate it properly. Again, an excellent way to discuss how to behave in an online situation without being a sort of a teacher-like or telling them what to do. They define what they're going to do. So it's a really great opportunity for that. This is another one worth repeating, the next one. Moderate, moderate, moderate. Now, we all want to aim for a place in the groups we work with where they're taking on the responsibility and they're doing more and more of the work and becoming more and more empowered. And I would encourage you, if you have people in the group that are up for that, to get them to manage the different pages or the different aspects of the podcasting. However, it's really important that you maybe you're their supervisor to them, so that you can check in on how they're managing this content. Especially because it's affiliated to you, to your youth group, to your organisation. It's very important that while you give them the responsibility and you tell them that you trust them, and you do insofar as you possibly can trust them, that you place yourself in a supervising sort of role so that you can just make sure every now and then that things aren't getting out of hand or that someone isn't maybe violating any of the don't sections or any rules that you set up to govern how they should be using and moderating these sites. Finally, keep up to date. This is a great one to hand over to the group. They're the ones who are pushing the podcasts out there. They're trying to get them out to everybody. So it's really important that they stay current with how the websites are working. For example, recently, many musicians on Facebook using the Facebook Pages service felt the backlash because Facebook now want people to pay for promotion on their pages. So Whereas it used to be the case that 100% of the people who liked your page would see your content. Now only about 10% of that content reaches people. It's crucial that your group know these kinds of things. So tell them to stay up to date. Ask them regularly what's the latest in social media, what's going on this week, what's changed, what's stayed the same. It's a really empowering one for them because they're the people who are at the forefront of what's going on, and that's a great feeling for them. Now, I really hope that this crash course has been enough to get you and your group started into this wonderful world of podcasting and get them really believing in their own voices and what they have to say and get them creating and talking and sharing. You can get in touch with us by heading over to www.createschool.ie for more information or to book a workshop with us. We'd love to come and visit you and your group. We're also on facebook.com/createschool and twitter.com/createschool. My name is Emma. Thank you so much for tuning into this special Createschool podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, happy podcasting.